Titans, welcome to CSUF News. I'm Keenan Wright.
And I'm Lexi Gray. At the top of the hour, we'll be hearing about the recent visit from Milo Yiannopoulos and the cost of his speech.
That's right. We sent our reporter Diane Ortiz to the on-campus event to find out exactly how students felt about the controversial figure and the cost of security.
Hours before the Milo Yiannopoulos event, security measures have already been taken, with barricades surrounding the Titan Student Union and entire parking lots closed. California State Fullerton students are dealing with an entirely different campus. Protecting free speech cost UC Berkeley $800,000 for a canceled event that turned into 15 minutes of selfies and autographs with Milo. Cal Poly San Luis Obispo and the Cal State University system spent over $55,000 to provide security for their event in January. And lastly, San Diego State University recently canceled their event for late October. Students for Quality Education member Melissa Valdivinos expressed her concerns about the event.
All those fees that are going into security and bringing him here, even though the the GOP has claimed that they are paying for his fees, but we don't actually know how much it is.
The cost of security for the Troll Academy tour at Cal State Fullerton has not been announced. We do know that Milo requested to be paid over $17,000. The college Republicans did charge $35 per ticket. However, the total cost of equipment, security, and extra charges remains unknown. SQE member Brittany Goss also expressed her concerns.
Considering that, it seems poor timing to bring somebody who is going to cost us so much money. You know, a lot of speakers are brought to campus, and it doesn't result in having this giant police presence that really affects people.
Although the event has not started, safety measures have already been implemented, but the cost of security is still unknown. The question lingering is, how free is free speech? This is Diane Ortiz with CSUF News.
Thanks, Diane, for that great insight.
Now with the latest in college football, we have Ryan Osborne reporting on the highly anticipated matchup between Fullerton College and Saddleback.
I'm out here at House Sherbeck Field. Fullerton College is going up against one of the top 5 teams in the entire state of California in Saddleback on Saturday afternoon. One of the more anticipated matchups in the entire conference.
Here in the sleepy little town of Fullerton, the #1 community college football team in all of the nation is preparing for their toughest matchup of the season. The 6-0 Fullerton College Hornets have been waiting for Saturday's game against Saddleback since October 22nd of last year. The Saddleback Gauchos are 5-1 and were responsible for the only loss Fullerton suffered last season.
I think it's going to be fun. It's definitely a big week for me personally, coaching the defensive backs and special teams. Those are 2 areas that they try to exploit. So I'm always prepared for them. I know Coach McElroy pretty good. He's a great guy. And so it's fun to go out and compete against him every year. He always got something for us.
In last year's edition of this game, Saddleback won by 3, 30-27, although Fullerton outgained Saddleback in total yardage 481 to 385 and held the Gauchos to just 56 yards running on the day. Fullerton College ended up losing that matchup because Saddleback had Nick Robinson, their quarterback, and DeAndre Moore throw for a 17-yard touchdown pass with only 38 seconds remaining. Fullerton couldn't get back on the board, and they would end up dropping it. Fullerton this year is looking for their 2nd national championship in as many seasons.
We're all eager and anticipating a good game. I know we've been kind of jumping on people and blowing some teams out, but no matter what the situation is, there's been years where they're up and we're down, or we're up and they're down, or vice versa, and it's always a good game. So 2 well-coached teams, and should be a good one.
So Fullerton and Saddleback, that matchup starts on Saturday at 1 p.m. For Cal State Fullerton News, I'm Ryan Osborne.
It should be an intriguing matchup. We wish both teams the best of luck.
While we're on the topic of sports, let's talk about staying active and being healthy. We sent our reporter, Cody Hayes, to investigate the health and wellness of students on campus. Let's see what she discovered.
Time and time again, health is not a priority for college students. Here at Cal State Fullerton, students balance their schoolwork, jobs, and extracurriculars with no spare time for physical activity. Utah State researchers say that 1 in 4 college students nationwide gain at least 5% of their body weight within that first semester away from home. Student Allison Conway gives us her perspective on why it's important to stay healthy.
I try my best to find a little bit of extra time every single day, even if it's 30 minutes, to just get a quick workout in because I know that it makes me feel a lot better. I have less back pain, less knee pain, just because there's no bad foods going into me and I know that my body is as strong as it can be right now.
Cal State Fullerton has its very own cafeteria on campus, called the Gastronome. Here, students can buy various meal plans throughout the school year. One of the managers, Daisy Sandoval, comments on the variety of food that they provide students.
We provide a lot of healthy options, especially this semester. As you can see, we're providing more vegan options for the students. It's something that was highly requested. We offer the salad bar Monday through Friday, a vegan vegetarian option, a cold vegan vegetarian option is offered.
On campus, we have many people passionate about spreading awareness of health. Mia America is a peer health educator here on campus and has some insight on why it's important to be healthy.
I think it makes you feel better. The endorphins will make you feel better. Another thing is you decrease your risk for a lot of different sedentary lifestyle diseases, like you reduce your risk for diabetes, for high blood pressure, and strokes as well.
So, Cal State Fullerton, that's why it is essential for you to make time in your busy lives to devote to fitness. Not only so you can be the most confident version of yourself, but so you can live the longest, most fulfilled life you can live. Thank you for listening. This is Cody Hayes, CSUF News.
Thank you, Cody. I think we can all relate with our own busy schedules. We'll be right back, Titans, after a quick commercial break.
And when we return, we will be taking a closer look at more student issues.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on.
Welcome back, Titans. We're here with Christine Romero, who's going to introduce us to another campus story event.
Thank you, Keenan. How are you today?
I'm fine, yourself?
Good too. So far, we have heard some great stories about some local community issues and events. Now we are going to hear from reporter Megan Tate about the serious subject of student debt.
Many college students say they're too poor for college but too rich for financial aid, causing them to take out copious amounts of student loans. As a result, many college students struggle to pay their way through school without drowning in a sea of student debt.
Mariah Ali is one of the 70% of college students who work a part-time job to help pay for their education.
It's always going to be hard, it's going to be stressful, and I have to do it because if I don't, my debts are going to start to pile up even more. And the interest rates of them are going up, which means it's going to be even more of a difficult thing. The prices are going to be more, there's going to be more debt. It's always going to be difficult. It's stressful for me too because I have to pay for everything on my own.
The Federal Reserve report shows that interest rates on student loans have raised to about 4.5%. Almost a 1% increase from the previous school year.
A lot of people drop out because they don't think it's worth it. They're like, I have so many debts. What's the point of staying in school for that long if I'm going to be paying off all these debts?
Student loan debt is averaging about $34,000 per borrower. These students risk spending their lives paying off their debt to reap the reward of a college education.
Like, school's important. It's important to get an education. Balancing school, work, and doing homework is always going to be a hard thing to do. Your nights are going to be late, your mornings are going to be early, and it's going to be long days. But over the course of time, you're going to work a career and you're going to be able to pay off that debt a lot easier.
Students paying their way through school are facing the ultimate decision. Is the risk worth the reward? Megan Tate, CSUF News.
Thanks, Megan. Well, that's all we have for you today, Titans. I'm Christine Romero.
I'm Lexi Gray.
And I'm Keenan Wright with CSUF News.
engaged in fights and smashed storefront windows in response to his speech at UC Berkeley. Some students applaud CSUF for welcoming a figure like Yiannopoulos to campus, while others, like SQE club member Liz Sanchez, feel the opposite.
We're all very angry at the institution, CSU in general. I think the results for us as Cal State Fullerton are a college